What's going on YouTube? It's been a while since I've done a full video, and we're doing a first impression and opening for the Miyoo Mini portable retro emulator. I've been waiting for 2 weeks for this to come from Amazon. For some reason it didn't come in like an official Miyoo Mini box, but let's get into it and find out. Oh, I'm already ripping it. Oops. Here, I'll flip the camera around. Well, that just goes to show how excited I was since I already started ripping into it. This is my first portable emulator. I've been looking at these for a while, like the Pow Kitty and the Amber Nick, whatever it is, whatever numbers, but here is the Miyoo Mini. This is probably the smallest portable emulator on the market. Let's just look in here real quick. We got an SD card reader. That's a nice addition to have. Hopefully it's not garbage. You got a USB-C charger, little instruction booklet, but this is what we want to see, and that's some cute packaging. It's gonna be my first impression of this. I got the Super Famicom colored one. What do we got in here? Let's look at this first. Got a protective film on there. Ooh, the buttons are actually pretty nice. They kind of feel like my Super Nintendo controller. I have like a knockoff like Super Nintendo controller that I've had since I was a kid that I use the most. The travel on those is pretty good. The D-pad is excellent. That is the perfect size for a D-pad. Start and select buttons are kind of clicky. Not mushy like a Super Nintendo controller, but that's alright. Clicky menu button, and on the back, we got the textured feel on the battery like an original Game Boy, and then we have an R and L and R2 and L2 button. Those are actually really nice. They're not as clicky as I thought they would be. Definitely not as clicky. But Miyoo Mini game console, this should be version 2. So before I turn it on, let's make sure there's not something essential in here. Oh, it's a screen protector. Well, that's a good addition. I paid $65.99 for this. I think normally this version is $50. But with a screen protector, I'd say that's worth it. Maybe I'm wrong. Let's take off this protective film. And then we will turn off my cam light so that we don't have too much glare on this when we fire it up. All we do is just hold the button, there we go. See how long this takes to fire up. Like I said, this plays up to PS1 games. Mainly got it for Game Boy Advance and Super Nintendo. Let's see what we got. We got a favorite folder, games, retro arch. So RetroArch is like another emulator. It comes with like a standard emulator of some kind for each. Got GBA, Arcade, Famicom, which is just your Nintendo Entertainment System. What happened? Oh, we're on page 2 now. Yeah, Game Boy. Do we have Game Boy Color, or does that just incorporated with Game Boy? We'll check out some of these games. Sorry if my camera wasn't focused. I was looking right at the console. What we got? What's SFC? Is that Super Nintendo? Yeah, Super Famicom, huh? Alright, let's go back. Let's check out a Game Boy game real quick. This is my very first time playing this. It comes loaded with several games. Addams Family, Aladdin. I get this to focus a little better. Aliens. I didn't even know there was an Alien vs. Predator game for what was that? Is this Game Boy? Yeah, I did pick Game Boy. No way. I had no idea there was this. Oh. I kind of don't like that the speaker's right in the front. Your thumb kind of covers it, but it's not too bad. And we have a volume wheel on the side instead of a button, so that's nice. Alien vs. Predator. I've never played this. That's interesting. Okay, so we know that Game Boy is not gonna be super intense on this thing. So let's rank it up. Let's ramp it up. We'll do some Super Nintendo. Let's see. We're gonna play like one of the hardest games to emulate and really stress test this thing. Too bad there's not like a search option. We're gonna do Super Mario World 2 Yoshi's Island. Oops. Oh, well, I did not mean to press that. Yeah, so the buttons are a little touchy. You gotta be careful there, so keep in mind to not have your fingers just sitting on the A button like that. Do they not have like a faster way? Oh, you can get like a little preview of the game there. But for real, can I not just switch ahead? Alright, I'll probably speed up the video. Alright, after it crashing multiple times, we finally got to this, so I'm gonna have to delete some of these games, because I think there's way too many games on here, and a lot of them I won't even play. But here's the stress test for Yoshi's Island. One of the hardest games to emulate on the Super Nintendo. And, you know, so far, this looks pretty good. So let's see how this goes. The color is really good on this. I guess the original run of these, the screen wasn't the best, but this is a pretty solid screen. It probably doesn't look that great coming through on my phone camera, but trust me, this is some very good picture quality. I don't have any stuttering, the music's good. Probably turn that down a little so YouTube doesn't flag us. Baby Yoshi falls, blah blah blah. And this is running good. Oops. Alright, and then after this, we'll test out how the PS1 games work. Oh, come on. Yeah, but this is running quite well. There's no stuttering, no audio issues. Oh, come on. Alright, let's move on to the next game. Alright, we gotta play one of my favorites, Tony Hawk Pro Skater 2. I played this game very much as a kid. These buttons have been working great though in Yoshi's Island, so we'll see how the PlayStation runs. I'm quite impressed that something this small can play, you know, PlayStation games. Let's do a little single session. It doesn't matter who we play as. Oh, okay, so B is X. Alright. We'll see how Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 2 runs. It's a lot more blue on my phone than the game looks on the actual screen. It's like gray on the screen, and my phone's showing it as blue. Sweet. Oh wow, it's been a very long time since I've played this. And this music is actually coming in pretty good. I'm actually very impressed with how well the music is playing. But let's turn that down so we don't get a copyright strike. I am very impressed by the audio. Man, I suck at this. I've not played this in so long. Yeah, let's turn that music down. Oh, I suck. Alright, let's try one more game. Alright, I'm kind of shocked that this is on here. I don't think this game's too demanding on the processor, but it's going to be worth trying. A DualShock version? Why would they load the DualShock version on here? It's kind of surprising that the DualShock version's on here, because Resident Evil 2 was released without a DualShock version, I'm pretty sure. DualShock just meaning with the joystick, since the original PS1 controller did not have joysticks. We'll just skip through all that and get to the fire and flames. They were parted by an unescapable destiny. This is just the beginning of their worst nightmare. Oh, that's the menu. Oh shit. Oh, we're getting fucked up right off the bat. Oh shit. Dude, I'm getting wrecked. Oops, wrong button. He's gonna have the shotgun on us. How do you aim? Okay, good to know. Yeah, this is a pretty small device. There's lots of games you could play one-handed, like Pokemon and all that. Final Fantasy, turn-based games. This screen is extremely impressive though. Like PS1 games look better on a smaller resolution like this. I can turn this up since it's not like music. Man, I keep thinking A is gonna make me run. Alright, let's just go over the size real quick. Here it is in the palm of my hand. Let's compare it to a Pokemon card. So it's a little bit bigger than a Pokemon card, but I mean, you really can't beat this size. This is almost perfect. It's a little smaller than I thought it would be, but I kind of worry my hands will get cramped using these trigger buttons, but otherwise the front face is in a good spot. It's not too close together that your thumbs are touching or anything. Got the retro arch emulators and the regular game emulators, so yeah, the library of games that comes loaded on here is impressive. There are so many Game Boy Advance games and Game Boy, Super Nintendo. There's not that many PS1 games though. I think that's really the only downside. But you can also load your own games on here, so you might be at risk of them running properly. I bet all the PS1 games they put on here they knew ran properly, but this thing's pretty sweet. It's got a good library if you're just looking for something preloaded. There's custom firmware for this. There's a lot of stuff. This is a neat little device. So I have to say the Miyoo Mini is well worth the money. Anyone looking for a portable emulator, this is definitely the one to invest in. Like I said, I got it for about 65 bucks. I guess it usually goes for about 50. That's probably the best price for any portable emulator, especially with a screen this good that plays up to PS1 games. I highly recommend. I'll be doing some more videos on this. So thanks for watching. Peace out, everyone. I'm gonna go play this.